Why don't we talk about that? I would say that you've been drumming like professionally. I would say maybe since our secondary school days.
But being professional only means you draw a salary from what you do. It doesn't mean you're good at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could have professionals who really suck.
Yeah, they're like professional people who are like, who shouldn't be professionals lah.
But
You
you,
know what I mean?
where do you fall? Where do you come in?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I was professional until I was 17.
Okay.
Like when I was like in my first like legit band, we like got real money to play gigs and stuff.
Yeah.
This was in 2000 and I would like to say 2004.
When you were 17, right?
So right after O's, waiting to go into poly. And so like the first 2 years of poly, I was in this band.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and then like like my first overseas gig and my first like whatever lah, so like I feel like that's where my professional career started lah, 17. Because everything else before that is just practice, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just leading up to this thing. Yeah. Yeah. This band was the Observatory.
How do you get that gig in the Observatory?
I auditioned. I think for people of our generation, right? So people born in like the late 80s.
Yeah.
Like this is like Observatory is like legit the first ever band we hear like, whoa, this is from Singapore.
Yeah.
Like, cause previously you can of course there's still music from Singapore lah. It's just that the level of like craft is just not as refined.
Yeah.
Like it's very raw.
Like I remember the solos, the drums. It was like crisp.
Yeah. Cause like they legit put money into it, man. So that was cool lah. Like getting flown here and there and like
paid.
Yeah, paid. Getting
Sweet.
paid. The band getting paid. Like pay for our flights, pay for our hotel. Like that's cool lah. You know what I mean? Like when you're 17, it's like
Oh yeah.
it's
Amazing.
cool.
It's like the dream.
It's like the first time I ever get to go to Thailand.
Yeah.
Was because of work.
Yeah.
First time I ever got to go to Japan because of work.
Oh man.
Because of them,
Yeah.
Observatory also. Like there's so many places that I've been to for the first time because of work. So like that's where I started law, and it just kept building and building and building from there.
I think there was like a Mother's Day article in the Straits Times live section.
Yeah.
Then you were with your mom.
Yeah.
So
I remember that. I had
and
really
then-
big hair.
Yeah,
remember.
you had the afro, and then it said at the time that you left the Observatory because of creative differences. Tell us why you left the Observatory.
Yeah, so it's create. I mean, at the end of the day, also it's like, okay. So a bit of context. Like I was the youngest guy in the band. I was like 17, 18 at the time, right?
Yeah.
And everybody else was at least 30 something. So it's like at least a 10-year gap between anybody else in the band and me. So for them to like want to lion this child, right? If I put myself in their shoes now, because I'm the age now,
Yeah.
right? I'm like, whoa, this is a child lah. I don't want to deal with you lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and I was going through like my own like I had my own teething issues about being a pro musician lah.
Yeah.
Right. And things I hadn't figured out for myself yet at the time. So I don't blame them for like I don't blame anybody for what happened. So I think it had to happen.
Yeah.
And I mean, of course I learned so much from them and I learned so much from being in that band, but yeah lah, I just felt like I wasn't ready as a person to be in that band.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did leaving the Observatory, what impact did that have on you, your professional career, your outlook on the industry?
I feel like at that point in time in my young life, like it was a big part of my identity because I felt like, oh, I'm cool because of this band. But then like, so when you have that taken away from you, you feel like, whoa, this is like one of the first like I would feel like car crash moments that people have to go through in their lives lah. And I feel like, okay, this is a super learning experience lah. Like, do you feel like it makes you question whether you really want to do this or not lah.
Yeah.
So at the time I still felt like, let's just keep going lah, cause I like this music thing. Yeah, it was like two things like back to back. Like it was like I got fired from another gig previous to getting fired from the Observatory, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I felt like, whoa, like what am I doing in my life? Like, am I really cut out for this?
Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing?
Yeah, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing in my life? And then I'm like, no, just gotta keep doing it lah. Like people only see, like when you look at successful people or like successful musicians or whoever lah, like you only see the successes you see, but you don't see how many times they failed.
Yeah.
Or how many times they've like had to pick themselves up again from like a massive like car crash moment. Yeah, so I felt like those two things in succession, and then it was just really like soul crushing at the time, especially like you're still kind of like in your early 20s, or 20, or even just turning. Because I remember I had not gone to NS yet, so this was like 19 years old, right? You're still a teenager.
You're still figuring out who you are.
You're still pretty like unaware of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this made me very aware of certain things about myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So